Hello, duelists. I want to jump in quickly to share a topic that people are always looking for, and I think the game has helped us out in a very, very big way. That is how to level your characters quickly, and here I'm talking kind of specifically about events that have been going on. So last month, I didn't know if it was on accident, I noticed this when there was an event to unlock Grandpa Moto, Solomon Moto, and now there is an event to unlock Selena active right now. It started a few days ago, so I probably should have got this video out sooner, but hey, this will still be helpful. And my hope is that it continues with this trend as more and more characters get unlockable. So, gems. We all love them. We all need more. As you see, I'm getting towards max here. I'm going to be there very, very soon. Um, and we want more. We want to level our characters up because that is the easiest way to get gems without spending money. So how do we do that? Well, we play a lot of duels. We have our standard duelists every day. We have our legendary duelists within each of the worlds here. But those are typically the only things that we can use auto duel for. I don't know about you, but I don't love sitting at the gate here and playing against duelists over and over and over to level up. I've done it before. I've done it in a few days, burning through like 50,000 keys on like the minimum settings there to just play over and over. I like playing auto duels. I play the game on mobile sometimes when I'm watching TV and just, auto dueling through things to try to level up. Because if you've noticed, they've been adding characters almost every single month now to for people that have had this game a while, run out of characters and don't have great ways to get new gems. That is really the best source for them, and it benefits everyone. So my account was created, I believe, last December in 2022. I'm starting to level all of my characters up beyond 30, depending on what world they're in, whether 35 is the max, 40, 45, anything like that, but getting to the point where it's more difficult to level up. So this is really, really helpful to me. Gonna jump in. So what I noticed, and again, hoping this will continue, so if we click into Duel here on the red gate for the event specifically, we have the option to auto duel. That has not always been there. For a lot of events, that hasn't been there. So we can do that as many times as we have enough of the items for. Specifically, if I'm looking at her, I believe it's these, what is it, ribbons they're called. They're very easy to get. We do our standard duels every day. If you have more of the orbs, I've used a bunch of the dual orbs, it'll allow you to get more of those, and each time you play a duel, you're going to get a certain amount. Whether you win or lose, that amount will change. You're going to unlock more through your missions every day. If you can get, I already got mine, but if you do, I believe, certain things here, if you play ranked duels, things like that, you're going to get more. You're going to get a stack of 40, I think, like each day appears here. And there's a lot of ways to get them. They add up very quickly. So you can get over like 1,000 without putting a ton of effort in, which is really, really nice. So what you're going to do there from here is click in, as we're doing. We want to go to level 10, and we want to put it on the X3 rewards here as well. So basically, it's going to use 15 ribbons and have the multiplier of 3. So we're not going to get many points towards the event doing it this way. What it will allow us to do is get as many duels as possible at the ×3 multiplier so we can play duels over and over and over. It is not objectively fast, but if you're looking for a low effort way to do it and level up your characters, this is absolutely the way to do it. So if I have 15 here, I'm looking at, or I'm sorry, if it's 15 per, I'm looking at what the 210 I have left because I've been doing this for a while. What is that, like something like 10, 15 duels-ish? But I'm going to get more ribbons, I'm sure, in the process, and just kind of keep perpetuating this here. Now, with the computer, the other thing to keep in mind if we're doing auto duel is that we want a deck that is going to win, first off, but is also efficient in doing so. So from my understanding, a lot of what the auto duel function does is often try to maximize the points that we have for our rating after the fact, our duel assessment. And I'm going to click into the deck that I'm playing because I think it's very auto duel friendly is the term. Because you're going to play some decks, like if you were to play Mech Knights and have the computer do it, it turns into just madness. They're special summoning everything they can, they're activating all the spells and traps to boost the assessment, things like that. We want to find a deck that's going to have a minimal amount of those things happening, and this deck is a really good example of that. This is not the perfect Harpies deck. I don't have all the cards needed. And I'm not going to spend gems just to put together a deck for auto dueling when it already works quite fine. So if you comment, I can add this deck list to kind of the description there, but pretty standard Heartbeat deck where you can find pretty much anywhere. Again, this is not the perfect build. The other thing that's going to catch, well, just to very, very quickly, the computer will play it very nicely because there's not a lot of ways to screw it up. And that's also the reason that I only have 3 monsters in the extra deck here, because I don't want to give them options to go into like another rank 4 Xyz monster or this or that. Like, they often pick the wrong one when you, the not ideal one. If you give the computer too much to work with, we want to keep it really tight and concise. So, you know, if this was a deck that I was playing PvP with, I would absolutely make sure to have the full 8 cards in the extra deck. But that's the reason we don't have them here. Really quickly, what we're looking to do is get 2 Harpies in the field and then Synchro Summon Cyber slash Harpy Lady. We can use Harpy's Hunting Ground to destroy their opponent's back row. We can use Swallow's Nest to bring out more monsters and quick play those. And we can also use Cyber Slash's effect to just bounce cards back to our opponent's hand. If you played Duel Links, and at the meta at the time this deck was popular, it was incredibly frustrating to play against because it was just so powerful. I believe it was tier 0 at the time, which has only been a few of them, pretty sure, in the history of Duel Links. But can put out a full video on this deck if, you know, there's asks for it. People are interested in doing that. But anyway, this is a deck that I play. There's a lot of them that you could do, but again, you want to keep in mind something the computer will not screw up and just make the decks screw up and kind of put you in a bad position to win the duel, and have a deck that's going to be pretty quick and efficient to get through, because if you're auto-dueling 100 to 200 times through the event, if not more, you're not going to want to spend more time than you have to. So again, this is not the fastest way, like, overall, like, this is not like an hour method to get all of the gems. This is still going to take a few days to burn through, but it is low effort, and it will be the fastest way to do it without, you know, something ridiculous going on. The other thing to mention here is that I don't recommend, unless you have like 99 of them, I don't recommend using your experience boosters. So if I click into items, I have 5 experience boosters left. I use like the extra life and the extra cards. So what I'll do is often with the Vagrant, is when, you know, you play against him, I'll use those 3 items to ensure I win and then also get more experience, because that one duel is going to give us the most experience of any duel that we can play without getting the Vagabond and purchasing there and spending money. I'm sorry, I'm flipping them. The Vagabond is the one we're looking for if we don't want to purchase Vagrants, if, you know, we don't want to spend money. Spending money to level up your character, even if you're someone who spends money in the game, it feels a little bit ridiculous to me. So this is the fastest method right now, especially using events, and hopefully it'll continue to be the way this it is in the future, where the auto duel function will be enabled through these characters unlocking events. So hope this has been helpful. Let me know your thoughts below, and keep an eye out for the next video.